Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for our video Best Keyword Research Tool for YouTube 2023 1 month free trial. I am Bob Anthony and this is Alphabet Reviews. Now, the reason why I am sharing this video with you is because I have actually found a keyword research tool for YouTube that has helped me immensely. And I'll get right into it. I'm going to go over to my channel analytics for another channel that I have. It's called Dayfied 1111, and pretty much if you look right here, I'm up to 17,500 views right now. Watch time is at 1.1k, and I have 99 subscribers. Now this has happened in a very short period of time. I'll go over to content right here and give you a better idea as to what I'm talking about. So as a for instance, my first video on this channel was January 10th, 2023.
Actually now might be a good time to go ahead and address the elephant in the room, which is the fact that I am new to this, but because of the results I've had, I want to share it with you. So enjoy.
You can see that I wasn't really doing very well in this, but my frustration began to mount, right? So I started doing a lot more research on YouTube as to how to improve my YouTube SEO. And around about that time, I kind of came across vidIQ and TubeBuddy. So I started using those, and well, I really still wasn't satisfied. So I moved into some other things, experimenting, and you can see the numbers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, actually started getting close to 1,000. And right at that time, I had 1,000 views as my target. I experimented with this one, thought it would do very well, and it absolutely tanked. Yeah, and not to mention this one right after. So in the process of looking for the, experiencing the ups and downs there, I came across MorningFame. And pretty much I would say this video is really about how MorningFame has helped me to really move from this that I'm showing you here historically to this, which was published March 14th, so March 14th to April, over a month and a half. And this one tanked. And I basically felt after this experience, this was a short that I used to drive people to this, didn't work. So I stopped doing, I didn't bother doing that too many more of the shorts, but this was the next long video. So this channel basically focuses on relaxation music, right? Meditation music. And I saw that a lot of other channels were doing very long videos. And for a moment, I struggled with that because I couldn't see people sitting for 8 hours, 7 hours, 5 hours, listening to, that's a whole day of working there. But I saw that they had a lot of views. And I kind of made it a little bit more personalized, thinking, well, if I'm just relaxing on a Saturday or a Sunday, or I'm getting up and I just want some nice music, putting me in a good mood to start my workday, then yeah, I could see myself just leaving it on there and just letting it run. So I indulged in doing a longer video. And you can see I had beautiful success right here. It just started generating for the first, I'll go over to analytics and show you pretty much what happened with this one. So if we're on analytics here, I shall click into that. And we're up to 7,000 views now. But you can see I started here, March 14th. And for about a couple of days, there was nothing really. And then it started shooting up from 95 up to, in 1 week, it went up to 1,700, yeah? And then it just kept on climbing. About 10 days later, we're at April 27th now. So, not 10 days, I'm sorry, a month and about 10 days later, up to almost 8,000 views now, yeah? Now, I'm not talking about the click-through rate or anything like that. I'm talking about a newbie, mostly concerned. I wasn't even looking at subscribers at the time. It was just about views. The next one I did was really horrible. I was a bit cocky. I thought after this, I understood a lot. I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of reading, and pretty much I had gone over to MorningFame's channel. Let's go over to that here now and look up MorningFame. And pretty much what happened was I was really in heaven because I realized that MorningFame, and I was still using TubeBuddy. I had stopped using vidIQ pretty much, but TubeBuddy, I felt comfortable using TubeBuddy and MorningFame, but my emphasis was on MorningFame. And if you look at MorningFame, you'll see that they have incredible amount of videos, training videos, 196 videos. Very nicely done. So I started doing a lot of listening up to the channel. And then because I panicked right here, right? I figured, well, this was a fluke. But then after listening to some videos and getting a better grasp of things, I decided to do another video. And this one, I shall show you the analytics. And basically, let's do lifetime. And this is where we're at, 17,500 views. And this was April 18th. Let's jump into this a bit. April 18th to April 27th, as I'm doing this video, that's what, 10 days, almost 10 days. So look at this, nothing right here. I was very nervous about it. 4 views, 6 views, and that was April 18th. And then it just little by little started climbing, and I hit the 1,700 after 3 days. I hit the 1,000 mark actually right here in 3 days and 4 hours. And now we're at what, 8 days? We haven't even hit 2 weeks yet. I'm at 4,000. So this one is kicking, absolutely kicking. Now, I won't say that everything came from MorningFame. Perhaps, and you know, I'm just doing the analytics. There's so much more that I need to look at. I need to look at what's driving the videos. I'm getting a lot of it, as you can see here, from YouTube recommendations. But there's so much more to look at with the analytics. So basically, I would say it's possible that the videos got better. It's possible that the music got better. They're very relaxing. I enjoy them myself. It's possible that the thumbnail was really good on these 2 videos. It's possible that the market really is enjoying the fact that they're seeing an hour and 18 minutes and 2 hours and 22 minutes as opposed to 30-second or 10-minute videos. But I know that those guys get a lot of, an incredible amount of views as well. So I'm not sure exactly, but I have a feeling, strong feeling, that it's because of MorningFame. So let's get into MorningFame and let's just review some things. If you haven't come across MorningFame before, this is what the homepage looks like. It has your, when you sign up, you get a chance to put, it shows your website, your YouTube site right here. Yeah. Now I'm up to 100 subscribers. You can click here for the analytics report. You can do a keyword research, which is where things begin. And there's a prototype, an early access prototype that's going on there, which I haven't used this that much as yet because I spent a lot of time on this, more time on this than anything else. So I haven't really gotten to this. It's just between these 2. So as you look down, this is my invite. So if after this video you feel that I've offered value to you, then you can use this invite code right here, which I'll put in the description down below, and you can I get credit for that, basically a sort of an affiliate that introduced you to the link with my video. Anyway, let's go ahead and let me just go through this a little bit more. I'll do the analytics report. Well, first of all, before you even get to that, MorningFame has to get your data and basically start putting the data together before you get a chance to access this. So if I go into keyword research under Dayfied, you see down here, they immediately present which videos have been doing okay or doing well. And it also gives you other channels to look at. You can compare the thumbnail, you can compare the title, everything. But these channels that are being shown right now, I believe, have come on this page because I set them up here. So I did a bit of research through the prototype, and you can look into that yourself later on. I won't spend too much time on that. And a lot of those channels are showing right here. So you choose a topic, whatever it is. Let's just use moonwalking as a for instance. All right, I'm just doing this as it goes along. So we see right here that moonwalking is actually, if we look, moonwalking is an actual search. Now it takes your information, it takes your channel data or data, whatever way you want to pronounce it, and it gives you the words that it feels you can look at, you should look at, hashtags, common hashtags, uncommon hashtags, so on. And then it shows you the top ranking video, and you have the keywords here that you can choose from and investigate, right? Now you see this DA. Now here you see a big X. It just means that moonwalking is actually not an actual search term on YouTube. And how we can check that out is, for instance, to go incognito, and if it's generated here, did I use 2 words? I did 2 different words here. So let's use nothing about moonwalking, all right? It says moonwalk, but nothing about moonwalking. Well, it says moonwalking now. So sometimes when you look at it, basically it's generated here as an actual search term, but before I prompted it further, before I did a force prompt, it only showed moonwalk. Yeah. So let's try moonwalk and see if moonwalk comes up without this X right here. And let's change that. And here you see moonwalk, nothing about moonwalking, and moonwalk actually shows as not a search term as well. So this is one of the cons of using it. It might show a term that's not being used. Do people search for this? Seems like they don't, but according to what we saw. But if you look very carefully, you'll see that moonwalk is one word. So let's go ahead and try moonwalk as one word, and we'll see if it comes up with the X. And here you see moonwalk, moonwalk. Do we see moonwalking? Moonwalking in Calabasas, moonwalking kingdom, moonwalking, moonwalk, 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 and no moonwalking. So let's go ahead and try moonwalk. And you see that there's no X, right? The F's means that the competition is really high. We'll get into what the 4 letters stand for. So if we're going to choose this, you can also choose a video that inspired you. And then you're going to look through here now, right? So it shows you all the different keywords that it might be better for you, right? So there's nothing, I'm not interested in the moonwalk from Michael Jackson. I'm actually thinking more of the actual moon. So let's see, moonwalk, Michael Jackson. So Michael Jackson is dominating this moonwalk thing. Let's see if we see anything about space. Nothing on space. So I'm going to go back over here. Moonwalking in space. And it is a search term. All right. So we have an A right there. So I'm just going to choose this for the sake of time. And that will be my term right here. Choose for step 3. Takes you to step 3, moonwalking in space. And here you get a better idea as to how strong that keyword search term is for you. Relevance, scored by MorningFame, everything. Likes and comments as compared to other channels. So you have your channel, gateway channel, or gateway video, and the average channels from the other channels out there on YouTube. So what is a gateway video? The gateway video is pretty much the video that tells you whether or not you can get on the first page. So if you're looking here, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down to 20. Let's imagine that that's the first page. And this is ranking number 3, and it's got 9,733 views, 31,000 subscribers, okay, and X amount of likes. So for relevance, it pretty much means that it has a nice score of 74. Now, I might not be explaining everything the way it should be explained because, as I said, I'm a newbie, but I'm just showing you how I get through this even as a newbie and get my likes to jump so tremendously, right? Now, likes and comments means my channel as compared to the gateway video, right? With this video, with this title on my channel, I would probably get 10 likes as compared to 579, right? 809 views as compared to 9,733. And this is the gateway video. You're looking at 31,000 versus my 101 subscribers. The subscribers just jumped up 1 as we were talking, right? So I would pretty much say, yeah, I would not use this, right? Because I would start getting nervous. Now, this is the volume. They rank it by volume as well. And it says the volume is high, right? But these two will probably knock me out of the competition. Doesn't mean I can't use it. I can probably still use it and just be satisfied with, I mean, if I can get 809 views from this without going first page, I might be happy for that. So let's look at some suggestions. So it gives you some suggestions based on similar search terms and long tail search terms, right? So moonwalking in space, this is the only long tail search term it gives right now. And you might have to change the wording on stuff, but you can look at the videos from MorningFame to get better ideas as to what goes on here. So if I am looking at suggestions, moonwalking in school, in space, moonwalk in slow motion. That's probably a Michael Jackson thing, right? So this seems to be the term that I'm going to have to stick with right now for the demonstration, okay? We can look at last suggestions, which I'm not so sure what the difference is between suggestions and last suggestions. I'm sorry. Used tags. So it looks at all the used tags that are these guys down here use, and instead of you searching through each video, it just gives you a summary of all of them here, right? Based on the top 20 video rankings, right? So we see that these have already been categorized alphabet with the alphabet rankings. Apollo. Now, if you click this right here, let's see, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, space exploration. So let's say I want to choose space exploration. It has 2 ticks right here. I wouldn't choose this because it already has the X, right? So I click that, and it will now change to space exploration. So it's changed from moonwalk to space exploration because I want to find a better score. But we see here, we discover that it's all F's. So moonwalk was actually better, right? So I can come back to moonwalking in space, click that, and we can go back to this one here. So let's see how we get back. We can go back over to, well, we can just type it in, right? So moonwalk in space, the real thing. Yeah, let me go back here. Oh, well, what did we have? Search history. We looked at moonwalking in space, but look at this. I accidentally discovered this, moonwalk in space. And what we have here, look at that, is an A relevance, D for likes, D for views, D for subscribers. So I'm going to choose this for step 4. And sometimes it'll tell you about that. It's just a bit too competitive. If I'm going to use this moonwalk in space, this is the number 4 step right here. Right, so it shows you the relevance. It tells you that this title is pretty good in terms of the relevance of the keyword search term, right? So moonwalk in space, you can get AI titles, AI title ideas from this, and MorningFame will help you to, because this is a keyword, right? But it tells you that the relevance is 100%. But if you look here at some of the terms generated, they're at 29%. Truth be told, for my channel and the videos that I have been using, I have actually gone on to ChatGPT to help me generate some titles. So as a for instance, and you see I look up a whole bunch of things there, I'll type in a prompt and say, perhaps, I am creating a video for my channel. Please help me with a very good title to optimize my video on YouTube around the title moonwalk in space. Yeah? In space. And I might give prompts such as make sure it is actual search term possible. And I'll leave it at that. There are other things that I do. Sure, here are some potential moonwalk in space. I may help you optimize you. Amazing moonwalk in space. Moonwalk in space. Moonwalk of space. Moonwalk in space. First person. Experience it. Right. So ChatGPT gives you those, and you can choose any of those if you feel it relates to what you want to convey in your video. So it all depends. Now let's imagine that this is good enough, or if I choose one of these, amazing moonwalk in space. Now if I put this over here, basically it'll bring the relevance down to 86%. Okay, so this is still pretty high. Yeah, so anything that's up there, and I would say it's telling me to go ahead and save this, and I'll save this so in case something happens we don't lose it, right? So so it's brought it down to 86. If you want to go back to 100% and just leave it like that, for those who are searching specifically for moonwalk in space, then you're okay right there, right? So that's the title ideas and ChatGPT. Description, we'll come to that later on. So usually what I do is I'll do my description after I do my tags. Now here, MorningFame actually goes ahead and puts in what it thinks might be some tags for you to use, and you can see this is no good, right? Lots of them are zeros. So I take out the low scoring ones, and I take out the ones with the X's because this is not an actual search term according to MorningFame. So if you want to check, you'd have to go over to incognito and check, yeah, just to make sure and see if it comes up without you forcing it into the incognito. So here this is flat Earth, but there's no search for it, right? Nobody's really searching right now, although it's okay. Moonwalk. I'm not so sure about this because people might see it and think it's a dance. So if you leave it in there, then you might have a few viewers who are disappointed because they're looking for a dance, but for something about dancing. But moonwalk in space tells them from the title, so it's up to them really, right? Neil Armstrong is actually probably not trending right now. Take out the rest of these. Space 94%. Yeah. And then what I do after that is I go to suggestions, right? Moonwalk in school, moonwalk in slow motion, moonwalk in space, So depending on what your subject is all about, for me, I would probably try how to is to moonwalk in space. How to moonwalk in space. How to moonwalk in space. You have to do a little bit of research yourself to see what might be trending in terms of moonwalking in space and get them in there for the tags. It also shows you 156 out of 500 characters that are used right there, and there is an opportunity to copy this to your clipboard for when you want to, wherever you want to go ahead and paste it to afterwards. But I want to show you this, highlight tags and why. The reason why you want to highlight the tags is because MorningFame actually really suggests that every word that you use in your tags, you actually find a way to strategically weave it into your description. Yeah. And the reason for this is because YouTube themselves will tell us that tags are not so important these days. However, based on the research that MorningFame has done, they have found that it actually, and this is where I feel it helps me a lot. If I look at, let me just finish the thought process. They actually believe that if you get all of these, so if I put something such as welcome to our video, and I put the title in there, moonwalk in space, then we see that we have, let's take this out. And where do you have? You have moonwalking and you have space. So let's do moonwalk. So space is no longer there. So as I continue writing, the more words I put from here into there, this will then go ahead and disappear, right? How to do moonwalking. I'm just getting rid of them so that you see it is important to learn through using a simulator. So look at the word simulator, and pretty much it now when all of this is done, it'll tell you excellent, you've used up all the words, and then you look at the flow of the description and just so it makes sense for your viewers and you're not just stuffing the tags in there. You can do that, right? It also goes ahead and tells you what it thinks are associated hashtags that you could use. So basically what I do is I copy all of these and at the end of my thing, I put them in there, right? So that enhances the description for the algorithm apparently. And this is the gateway video thumbnail. So you can compare these and create your own thumbnail that you feel can actually compete with these, or beat these, right? So if I'm speaking too fast or too slow, you can go ahead and speed up or slow down the video, as you know, right? This is the next video I'm working on, the actual real video that I'm working on. So if you look at these titles, in trying to come up for this this actual video I'm doing right now, I went through several different different titles and different ways in which I felt I could communicate with you from a personal standpoint, right? So this is really what I wanted to do, how to get more views on YouTube. Not so much fast, but you can see from my last video that for me and what I was experiencing, it's fast, right? It's something that would get somebody like me very excited and make me want more, right? How to optimize your YouTube videos for maximum views, YouTube optimizing for maximum visibility. You see I have a score here of 34 volume, which basically you want to get these higher than these. Doesn't matter about the volume. This is what you look at last. As long as it doesn't have an X there and it's above 8, then you're pretty good to go if these are good. So this can be an AAAA. They're hard to find now. You know, I found one recently that was an ADCF, but I had an A and a C in there and a D and the F. I would have tried that video, but in going through a lot of them, this became a DDD, Best Free Keyword Research Tool, 2023 month 3 for YouTube. And this one as well. And this is the one that I ended up taking. This didn't give a higher score than this, but I liked this because this was more, to me, this was more spot on. And I actually asked ChatGPT to help me out with this. If you look here, I'll show you what I did. And ChatGPT pretty much is I just use it as a guide, right, when I can get on. So basically what I started off saying, oh my goodness, I'm doing a review on YouTube and my website. My intention is to show the MorningFame Keywords Research Tool software has helped me optimize my YouTube channel. I will show them how my views increased as well as watch time and subscription as a result of me using MorningFame for title optimization, tag choice, description, competition analysis. Please help me to choose the best tags for the YouTube algorithm and customer satisfaction based on the title I am using, which is Best Keyword Research Tools for YouTube 2023 1-month free trial. And then I showed all the tags that I was using. So then ChatGPT says, here are my recommendations of the tags you should use based on your goals for top optimization and customer satisfaction. Best Keyword Research Tool was their number one there. And then this one, and you see they have this one as number 3. Best Keyword Research Tool for me, I didn't want to use it because I don't know, it makes me sound like I'm an expert and I'm a newbie, but you know, somebody else might be okay with that. For 2023, for me, this was good because it's relevant to 2023. And this one was, for me, this one, I liked it because I didn't want anyone to read my title and think, oh, wow, a completely free tool. So I made sure that I got lucky, I guess, and found one that says clearly and specifically 1-month free trial. And that is how MorningFame works. You actually get a month free trial when you use my invitation code down below. And then you get a month to try it out, and then you can try another version, paid version. You have 2 choices for the paid version. So here are the tags I recommend YouTube to, and it tells me. And then it actually goes down and says, it tells you, because I asked it to give me an explanation. So it says best free keyword research tool. It's redundant with number 6 and 7. So take that out. So if I come over to YouTube here and I go ahead and click into YouTube, then pretty much if I put in this, and I'm paying for the YouTube version as well, but I don't use it that much, but it does give me some ideas. Now, what I'm looking for is the weighted assessment from YouTube. So while that loads up, let's go back over here. And basically what I do is I actually go in here for suggestions, but the suggestions tend to kind of go off what you type up here. So using your own I mean, the AI is great, but obviously I think a lot of people who are talking about prompting the AI, they talk about using our own minds to guide the AI. So this is what I did. I once I saw the hashtags, I also did I came over here and I looked up further analysis. What I did was I actually went into Google Trends and saw that it was okay this is actually trending. This is trending, ChatGPT and YouTube, right? So I put that in. So that was just me doing my own exploration and using one idea to get to another idea. Let's go back over here quickly and I'll just show you. It says 6 to 3, very good. Let's read 1-month free trial. And let's click here for the weighted. Now, earlier on when I put the weighted in, it actually gave me 100%. So it's saying very good. The search volume is not so high, all right? So I think I've gone through everything that it has to offer. And this one other thing right here where you can track, and you can see it's tracking all my videos. So thank you very much. Wishing you a wonderful day. Wishing you much success. Thank you. Cheers.